Hello, welcome to N Scale Friday, and this is Alan, and we got a few neat things to show you on the channel. Can't wait to show y'all, and so without further ado, we are going to move UP 1983. Okay, we got UP 1993 over there on the one of our yard tracks over there. Yard track number 2 there. And we will shut her down. Okay, with her shut down, we'll go back to where the main is over to the left, and we'll get this review going here. This is one of the items that I wanted to show you. This is my new Norfolk Southern road number 3329 SD40-2. It's Mersk sealing. I just got this recently, and the model looks absolutely stunning. The colors that on this locomotive, it just like I say, it's just stunning. They blend in really well. The silver and blue and black is really awesome. I kind of wish the number boards on the back would light up, but beside that, it really looks good. I kind of miss also the flashing ditch lights but that could be added in there. So, but I got a couple other things that I wanted to show you. Kind of give you an overview, top view of it here. And here's a front view of it. And we will get our next couple items out. First, we'll show you this item here. This is my BNSF 480-539. This is a Heritage Frisco car that I got along with the Norfolk Southern, and car looks really sharp in its detail. You see the warning badges and all the different small writing, which is pretty legible. It looks really good. Even that little decal right there, and the decal that's just right above the trucks is just amazing. It's just amazing. And there's also legible writing on the bottom of the hopper, this hopper car. I think it's really detailed good. I did change out the trucks to microtrains. I prefer the microtrains, and so I put them on there. And but other than that, it's a really sweet car. And so we'll go to the next item that I want to show you guys. We're going to pause here and we'll get this going here just a second here. Okay, the next item that we want to show you all that we picked up. This was something that's been on my layaway for a little bit, as was my Maersk sealing engine. Was my Southern Pacific 9820. It's a EMD SD70M. This engine was introduced in 1992. EMD's SD70M was a 4,000 horsepower locomotive that rode on EMD's new steerable truck design known as the HTCR-2 radial truck. This new truck allowed the locomotive to transfer its power to the rails more efficiently, which in turn enabled two SD70 series locomotives to pull a train that would have taken three SD40-2s to pull. The pre-2002 version of these engines had a flat radiator design instead of the flared radiator. And on the on the Maersk sealing engine, Norfolk Southern painted about the same time as the BNSF did their engines to dedicate the new Maersk sealing port that was done in 2002, and like I say, these engines are really painted well in the detail, and that it's not overly done. I mean, there isn't a bunch of fancy stuff on there, but it still looks really sharp, and that's the reason why I like this engine, and my new Southern Pacific engine that we got. And so we got one more item that we want to share with you guys and let you see, and we'll see how that performs, and we'll start these engines up as well and see how they do. So let's move. Okay, continuing on our N Scale Friday, we want to give a shout out to John Abetacola at TSG Multimedia for all the N Scale items that he's shown on his channel and HO. And want to thank you, John, for what you do out there and show us modelers. And we wanted to, like I say, do this and give you a shout out there, and wanted to show you a couple of our models and that, and share with you and share with y'all out there. And so I hope we do this good, and I'm ready to see another TSG Multimedia video from Mr. John. So without further ado, we're going to continue this video here. Again, these are my two newest engines. This is my Southern Pacific 9820. It's an MD SD70M. This engine, I'll give you a little brief on it. This engine was introduced in 1982. AMD's SD70Ms was a 4,000 horsepower locomotive that rode on AMD's new steerable, that is, truck design known as the HTCR-2 radial truck. The new truck allowed the locomotive to transfer its power to the rails more efficiently, which in turn enabled two SD70 series locomotives to pull the train that would have taken three SD40-2s to pull. The pre-2002 version of these engines had a flat radiator design instead of the flared radiator that is more commonly associated of the modern engines. The Southern Pacific was one of the original purchaser of this engine, and they took a delivery of 25 units in 1994. On my Merce Sealand, this engine, along with the BNSF SDP40F, was painted up in the Merce colors in 2002 or slightly before 2002 to dedicate the new Merce Sealand port, intermodal port. And so I believe the engine, before it was painted this way, I believe it was either in the Norfolk black, maybe it was Conrail blue, but I think after was said and done and they had this painted this way, I think they painted it back to the original, or probably to the black, and with the horse head on there. But I think the engine is still out there running today. But we'll move on and we'll show you one more item that we got. And this is the item that we got. This is our new N Scale ready to run rolling stock from Atlas. It is a Masterline rolling stock 5-pack. N53 foot 5 platform spine car. It's a 53 foot and it's TTX 555 239. And we will pause the video so we can take the set out and we'll put it on the track and let you guys have a look at it. Here's a little bit better look of it, of the cars. A little bit better look of the cars after I got them out of the box there. And here's your little parts bag that you get with that. You get flat and the stand-up fifth wheels here. And when I get them out, I'll show you what they look like. I believe you can see that these fifth wheels are even lettered just like the model. They're lettered as well. and that looks really cool, being lettered on those small areas there. But I'm going to pause this one more time so I can get these out. If you get one of these, spine cars, if you're able to get one, I want to let you guys know they are protected very well. This plastic wrap that goes over each car has also got a little piece of tape right here, and each individual car has a little plate underneath of it. It's a little difficult to get out. If it wouldn't be for the screw that sets up in there, it might have a tendency to come out. This truck might come out. It does say BMLA on the trucks. You can see right there it says, might be kind of hard to read there, but yeah, right there it does, says BMLA. And here's the detail of each car. And I'll put my hand on each one of the cars, and that should help the focus. You can see the writing on each one of them on the top, and the writing on where the fifth wheel sets. You can see the writing there, and the detail is really incredible on each one of these cars. It is really incredible. I'm trying to hold this without dropping the car, but you can see the detail of it is really well. That's etched. Etched metal there, and you can actually, if I take my hand off there, you can see through it. Here's the bottom detail of the car and the side detail of the car. I'll take this plastic off, and so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay guys, let's see if we can get some of this detail here so you can see this. See if this camera will focus and give it some justice here. It says right there, non-interchange car, see equipment register, and then it's got some writing down here on the end of the car. Let's see if I can turn it and get it to focus here for me. And I want to turn the flash on, and hopefully you can see. I don't know if this is going to show you that good or not, but you can see writing right there on the car. And let's see if the camera will focus here on the end of the car. You can see right there, there's some literature on the car as well. I mean, it really, it's amazing, and the detail underneath of this spline car is something else as well. And here's the writing there, and you can see the writing on the side of the spline car up there on top. I think where that's at right there, I think this was, it looks like that's almost an Illinois Central badging up there, but I'm not sure. This is orange, so I'm kind of wondering if that's an Illinois Central. It looks like the signia of the Illinois Central. And I mean, it's small writing, but I'm thinking that might be Illinois Central. So we're going to pause this, and we're going to get this on the track here. Okay, guys, we got the spline cars all put together, and we'll show you an overshot of the spine cars. This is going to our video is going to end, but we'll start a new one. Okay, continuing our N Scale Friday. I got all the spline cars put together. I haven't put the little individual pieces on there, but we'll be working on that here pretty soon. I will pass on to you guys again, if you get one of these great little sets. Let me see if we got her in here where you can see this. Each spline car sets on one of those plastic cradles. The trucks set, they set in these little where these little fingers are. They sit inside there, and the cradle helps hold the spline car in place. The only thing that with these fingers being in there, they're a little tight. When you go to pull on them or pull them off of the truck, I would suggest, if you can, I've got small fingers, so I can, if you can see my little small fingers here, I got small fingers, so I can get in there and hold the truck as I'm pulling this this cradle off. And I'd suggest doing that when you go to remove them. But here's the well, kick on the bright again, or the light again, and you can see each one of them. I'll show you an overshot. That's how the spline car sets in place. It just sets into this little thing right here. It just sets in there just like that. I don't think that it'll have to have a little bit of lubrication, but it might need just a tiny bit of labels, Teflon grease. That might help for like when you're going around the track, going around the curve, maybe going in through a elevated curve to get you know, to where it actually works like the real one does. It may need just a little bit of labels grease on there to help that negotiate that. If this is just a little bit on, you know, if it's a little bit on the snug side, which with the paint and everything like that, it very well could be. So, but we're going to see how this works. We're going to hook this up to my auto racks, and we're going to hook it up with Katie, and we're going to pull it around the track and see how it does. So I'm going to pause this just a second here, and we'll see how this spline car set does. As soon as I get myself into my chair, sometimes that's a fun feat right there. Okay, we'll do that. Since it was the last item that I showed you, we'll hook that spline car set up. Then we'll fire up the 9820 Southern Pacific that I mentioned in my video before this one here, and my MRS sealant. So let's get this bring up 1988. Slide these forward just a little bit here. I'm going to pause this just a second. Okay, let's see how the settings are on the 1988. Okay, we got a light on. Make sure we got it in reverse. Yep. I think we'll maybe not. There we go. Okay, now we're hooked up to the spine car set. Alright, let's back her up and see how it does through this turnout. See how they do through this turnout. This is a number 4 that I got down here. So far so good. Let's see how the wheels are turning there. They're pivoting around. So far so good. I think the weight of the spine cars are holding their own. Okay. Now we'll pull 1988 out and we'll hook onto the auto racks there. Once you guys see the spine car set going through the number 4 turnout, this is a Kato number 4. Okay. Now we'll back her up and hook up to the auto racks there. I'll take her about speed step 3. Set her forward. Alright, we got her hooked up to the auto racks. Okay. Set number 2 turnout, or my turnout there. Number 1. And my number 3. Oops, sorry for the fingers over the camera. See how these spine cars go through this number 4 here and into the number 6. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Uh-oh. There we're looking pretty good, but guess what? Mr. Auto Rack had to have a problem with it, didn't you, Mr. Auto Rack? I think we got her set back on there. Let's see if we can pull her on out. Let's see. I don't think we're on the... No, we dropped off. Hang on just a second, we're going to do another segment. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Let's see if we can back her up and hook her up here. This thing will stay on here. Sometimes they negotiate these turnouts, and sometimes they have a little trouble. But the spine cars, and we had to kick it back up. The auto rack, when I was trying to set it back on the track, it kind of set the system in that. Of course, I've got circuit breakers on here, so. But let's see if we can roll out. And hopefully this thing will make it through the. Yeah. It's kind of being pessimistic about going through that UP auto rack for some reason. The TFM seems to be doing pretty good. Might need to do some adjustments on that UP auto rack, but to make it like going through that a little bit better. And there we are. Those spline cars look really, really sharp behind the locomotive with those auto racks. They look really, really sharp. And so we're going to bring Katie. There. And we're going to pause Katie there just for a few seconds there, down here. So we can move the sealant to the track, and we'll let you guys put Katie here on okay, I think I've got the parking brake set. Okay, now we're going to start up. I'm going to start up the Sealand 3329 here. Let's power up the lights, and let's give her a startup sequence. Okay. And she should be idled up here to where we can go ahead and move the roof ceiling here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, releasing the bricks. And let's move it forward. And we'll bring around to about right there. Okay. Got her in reverse, and we'll back her up. Put her in the yard track here so we can run those spline cars around. You guys hear the air bell on the Norfolk Southern there. Okay. Now we'll park the Norfolk there. We'll just back a little bit further. Okay. Locked up the bricks, and we'll dim the lights here. There we go. Power them down. Okay, now we're gonna power up and release the brakes here on 1988. And let's see how these spine cars are going through the see how they do going through the curves here. Looks like they're doing pretty good going through the super elevated. Looks like they're going pretty good through the super elevated. No problem at all. They roll through those super elevated. Okay. I had to pause there for a second. Dad was asking me a question. So we'll idle this up just a little bit. I'll tell you what, them spine cars are going to look really, really good with trailers on them. They're also going to look really good just being plain by themselves. They do well going through. We're going to go over here by the super elevateds again. To me, they're rolling through the super elevateds real good. Each one of the cars is taking it pretty good. The auto racks tend to there's a little bit of wiggle out of them when they're coming off the curve there, but those spline cars, they're doing really, really well. I mean, they look good and they're rolling really well, and all I can say is I'm hoping I can get a few more sets of them. So and I hope there's more out there to where you guys can get some, can find them and get some as well. I guess all I can say is I wish they made more of them. There was more sets out there. If you didn't get a set in the pre-order, I hope you can find some still out there available, or maybe at a train show an individual has got them a set or two for sale, or maybe on eBay. But hopefully you can get you a set of them, and because I'll tell you what, they're really sharp. And we'll pull up here to the platform here, next to the platform, and they look absolutely awesome. Hang on a second here. I'm sorry there for a second. I had some focusing issues and that with this old camera. It's getting old and getting to where it doesn't want to focus as good as it used to. But other than that little minor, that little minor thing that we had going through the turnout there, and that happens with all of us. Especially when we're wanting to show a video. The auto rack, it just probably needs a little bit TLC on that, on those trucks there. It might be just a little tight, or it where it wants to swing is not swinging like it should. But these spine cars, they did, brand new out of the box. They did really well going through both turnouts, and like I say, I'm hoping that I can get some more of them. So we're going to power down the UP 1988 Katie, and we're going to I set the Southern Pacific over there for a few seconds, because I've noticed that any of the new Katos that come out, used to, when you got a Kato, pretty much when you got a new one with ESU lock sound, it had the number, it was what your road number was already programmed into the decoder. Well, whoever's doing the programming at Cotto or outside Cotto, probably Kobo shops, they're just programming it with 3. So we'll have to set up the road number for this engine here, and also for the Mercs. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause just for a second, and we'll move the Merc over here where the Southern Pacific's at, and put the Southern Pacific on the track, and we'll start her up and see how she sounds. So give me just a second. Give me just a second. Okay, we got Southern Pacific 9820. Thinking UP, got that on my mind. Let's see. I'm gonna lock down the. There we go. We'll lock down the brake on this, and we'll recall 3, and we'll start up. See what the horn sounds like on here on our Southern Pacific. Oh, hello. Now that sounds good. Really, really good. Okay. I like that. Okay, let's start her up and see what she sounds like. And 9820 sounds really, really awesome. I got the lights on here. And let's see if she got the parking brake on. Let's see if she holds there. Let's hear what the parking brake sounds like. Give me just a second here. And let's see if we can idle her up a little bit. Don't sound too bad at all. Not bad at all. Don't sound too bad at all. Let's move 9820. Okay, let's release the brakes. There we go. And let's move her forward. She rolls through there pretty good. Like how that does that. Okay. I'm going to stop her there. Oh, that sounds really, really good. Like those brakes on there. Okay, let's back her up. Like that when you hit the horn, the bell rings with it. That is pretty cool. Okay, let's see how she does through this turnout here. And leads her up through the turnout here. Oops. Let's go forward. Let's ease her up here into this turnout here. Right up behind the caboose here. UP caboose. That sounds really good. Looks really good. And we'll back her up. And bring her back down the parking track here. Or down the yard track here. We'll be doing more videos on here, but I just kind of wanted to show with the new Maersk and the new spine corset, and sorry getting out my fingers. And let's roll her back. Now that engine looks, I'll tell you what, that engine looks totally awesome. I like the detail on this engine, and you see the upper detail here. And we'll go back over into yard number 2 here. Like the way that front radiator is chromed out, or aluminized out. I'll call it chromed out. I think it looks sharp either way. Sorry if I didn't have that in view there. I like how this engine idles up. It kind of idles up kind of like a, just like a Atlas does. Very similar how an Atlas Now that is really neat how it builds up, as it's going through that first couple of notches there, from notch 1 to 5, and then up into 8. That's pretty awesome. Rolls out really well. Like I said, I hope I had her in focus here. Rolls out really well. Lock down the brick here, and I don't know if this is on. Oh, there's bright. Oh, there we go. Nah, it's a lot more better. There we go. Let's see here. I didn't know if the ditch lights would flat or alternator in there or not, but well, I tell you what, and I keep putting my hand up here. I'll tell you what, I really like that bloody nose. Southern Pacific's always been my favorite engine. I mean, I like the UP, like the BNSF, and but this right here, this is the engine right there. I'll tell you, it if you look past my garbage there, and my stuff that was with the spine car, my Southern Pacific 1996. This old gray with a bloody nose. I wish UP would bring a couple of these engines back. You know, would repaint them into that SP gray and with the bloody nose. But hey guys, on that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't too long. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. If you're not subscribing, please do. If you're not subscribing to the channel, please do. For the 303 subscribers that I got to my channel, I thank every one of you. And again, to Mr. John Abetacola, shout out to you for those awesome N Scale Fridays that you do, John. Been watching you for quite a while now, and wanted to do this. It's actually Saturday, but we're gonna call it an N Scale Friday into Saturday, and show you this. And like I say, I hope this is not too long. It may have went a little long, but kind of wanted to show you taking those spine cars out of there. Be super careful pulling these these little holders here. If you can see them in my hand, be careful putting taking these holders off of the bottom of it. These little platforms, and that because they do tend to hold on to them. And so I think if you hold on to the trucks and gently pull these off, I think you can get these off without too much of a problem. So, but they do help the car setting in this plastic container. But these spine cars look really, really awesome. I mean, the detail on them is just out of the park. I tell you, they really look good. And so, but again, we'll end with that. I know we kind of extended it a little longer, and we'll do an engine shutdown here. Let's see, we've got everything set, and let's dim those lights and power them off and shut down the engine. Hey, that sounds good. That really sounds good. Sounds good. Now you can hear the air spitter spitting out that air. And so, guys, hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night into Sunday. And so, please enjoy this. A little long, but it's hopefully worth it. So, we'll see you guys later, and take care.